Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ. In this video, I will bring to you the current affairs of 1st of July. So we are starting a new month with new hopes and new aspirations. Let's start the video immediately. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation, they have issued an aerodrome license for the Naini Saini Airport. Where is it located? Where is Naini Saini Airport? It is located in Pithoragarh in Uttarakhand. The answer is Uttarakhand. So it is located in Pithoragarh. What is the history of Naini Saini Airport? Well, it was built in 1991 and it was built for administrative use. And in 2019, 9-seater commercial flights were started. Very small planes, 9-seater. But then they were stopped in 2020. Then in February this year, that is February 2023, the government decided to hand over the airport to the Indian Air Force. Right now, it has an airstrip of around 1508 meter long. So that is used by helicopters, mostly Pavanhans. Understood? So aerodrome license will be given to Naini Saini Airport. So what is the meaning of aerodrome license? Basically, the civilian aircrafts will be able to fly to this airport. Understood? That is the meaning. And the state government has entrusted the operation of this airport to the Air Force. Now, along with the Air Force aircraft, the commercial aircraft will also be able to fly. Understood? So the answer is Uttarakhand. It is located in Pithoragarh, Naini Saini Airport. And let me tell you, this airport is very near to the China border. It is only 50 kilometers away from the China border. And this will be the third airport of Uttarakhand. One airport is in Dehradun, the capital, the main airport, also known as the Jolly Grant Airport. And then there is a small airport, the Pantnagar Airport, which is there in the Udham Singh Nagar. Right? It mainly serves the Kumaon region and it has some 2-3 flights only. It has connectivity to Delhi, to Jaipur. Right? So this is a very small airport in Pantnagar in Udham Singh Nagar. The main airport in Uttarakhand is Dehradun. And now the third airport in Uttarakhand will be the Naini Saini Airport. Now, talking of airport, let me tell you that there is a international civil aviation organization that is headquartered in Montreal, and which Indian has become a member or which Indian will represent India at the ICAO. The answer is Anshu Mali Rastogi. Anshu Mali Rastogi will represent India at the ICAO. And what else has happened in Uttarakhand? Pushkar Singh Dhami is the chief minister. So the Mana village in Uttarakhand, right, it is in Chamoli district. It was declared as the first village of India and the Bhotia tribe lives here. Asia's largest liquid mirror telescope has been set up in Uttarakhand. It is called 4-meter telescope because the diameter of the telescope is 4 meter. It has been set up with the support of Belgium and it has been set up in the campus of Aryabhatta Research Institute and Observational Sciences or ARIES. So it has been set up where? In Devasthal, which is located in Nainital district of Uttarakhand. Now in Uttarakhand, there is a hill station very famous called Mussoorie. You must have heard Mussoorie because it has Labasna, Lal Bahadur Shastri Academy of, where IS officers are trained, Labasna, Mussoorie. So remember that Mussoorie, Dugdh Sankalan Sathi, there is a mobile app called Dugdh. Dugdh means milk. Dugdh Sankalan Sathi app was launched in Mussoorie recently by the Ministry of Heavy Industries, headed by Mahendra Nath Pandey. So Mahendra Nath Pandey launched Dugdh Sankalan Sathi app. This will bring transparency into the dairy sector. Now there is a woman from Uttarakhand called Shaliza Dhami. Why she was in news recently? Shaliza Dhami is the first Indian Air Force officer to head any frontline unit. Any frontline unit. Understood? So she will be posted on the front line where war is there, right? She will be posted on the front line. She can fly Chetak helicopter. She can also fly Cheetah helicopters. So she will be posted on the frontline combat unit on the western border of India with Pakistan. National Insurance Awareness Day is celebrated on which day every year? National Insurance Awareness Day is celebrated on 28th of June every year. This is to raise awareness about insurance. Is that understood? You know that in India, the insurance sector started in 1818 with the establishment of the Oriental Life Insurance Company in Kolkata. And let me also tell you that two new insurance companies, they have life insurance companies, they have been given the license. So which are the new life insurance companies in India? So one is the Eco Life Insurance, and then we also have Credit Access Life Insurance. Credit Access Life Insurance. So these are the two new life insurance companies in India. Understood? Also, Digit Insurance Company has also been given the life insurance mandate by IRDAI. So three new life insurance companies: Digit, Echo, and Credit Access. Let me also tell you that IRDAI, which is based in Hyderabad, IRDAI, they made a committee also for mental health insurance in India. And that committee is headed by Pratima Murthy. Pratima Murthy is the director of NIMHANS, the Mental Health Institute in Bangalore. So Pratima Murthy committee was set up by IRDAI for what? For mental health insurance. Who among the following has been appointed as the Under Secretary General and Associate Administrator of the UNDP? You can say second in command. UNDP is based in New York, and the person is Haoling Zhu. Haoling Zhu from China, and he replaces Usha Rao Monari of India. So who is the most powerful person in the UNDP? It is the administrator. You can call him the head, right? So his name is Achim Steiner. Achim Steiner. He is a Brazilian person. He also has German nationality. So he is a Brazilian German person, Achim Steiner. He is the administrator. So Haoling Zhu will report to him. Is that understood? The Union Cabinet has approved the establishment of National Research Foundation. Who among the following will be the ex-officio president of the board of NRF? Ex-officio means automatically, by virtue of his position. So Prime Minister, whosoever is the Prime Minister of India, automatically becomes the president of the board of the NRF. What is NRF? National Research Foundation. Now, you should know one or two things about NRF because this is extremely important. National Research Foundation. National Research Foundation. First of all, it will come under which ministry? And why NRF has been set up? So NRF will be the apex body or the highest body in India for scientific research. But you will say to me that the highest body in India for scientific research is Science and Engineering Research Board, SERB. So that's what SERB will be cancelled now. Okay, SERB will be cancelled now. So the act is NRF Bill 2023. It will replace the SERB Act of 2008. Understood? Science and Engineering Research Board was set up by the SERB Act of 2008. It will now be replaced by National Research Foundation Bill 2023. Right? So we want to have tremendous research, scientific research in India. So NRF has been set up for that. Now the next thing is, okay, this is clear now that NRF will replace SERB. NRF will work under which ministry? NRF will work under the Department of Science and Technology, which works under the Ministry of Science and Technology. You know that in the Ministry of Science and Technology, there are two departments. One is the Department of Science and Technology, and one is the Department of Biotechnology or DBT. So it will work under DST of the Ministry of Science and Technology. Now, how much money is the government planning to put in NRF? So in NRF, 50,000 crore. That's a lot of money for research. 50,000 crore till the financial year 28, 2027-28. Let me write it again. Till 2027-28 will be put. Now out of that 50,000 crore, 14,000 crore will be put by the government of India immediately, and the remaining 36,000 crore will be generated from the public sector companies, from industries, from foundations, from International Research Foundation. So this will be collected from multiple stakeholders, right? So NRF will be the main body for high level strategic scientific research. So say bye bye to SERB and say hi to NRF. Extremely important question. Now let's talk about PM Pranam scheme. PM Pranam scheme is run by which ministry? It is run by the Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. So why do we need the PM Pranam scheme? We need it because look at this, the urea subsidy. So urea subsidy will continue. How much urea subsidy will be given by the government of India for the next 3 years? So government of India will give the urea subsidy equal to 3.68 trillion rupees or 3.68 lakh crore. That's a lot of money. 3.68 lakh crore is the urea subsidy that they will give in the next 3 years. Understood? Now the government has started PM Pranam scheme. So what do they want to do? They want to reduce this load, right? This load of the subsidy they want to reduce. So what is PM Pranam? They are asking various states and union territories to encourage their citizens to use less urea and use urea alternatives. Understood? For example, use manure, organic fertilizer, but don't use urea. So let's say there is a state, UP. Now in UP, let's say the out of 3.68 lakh crore, let's say 50,000 crore was the subsidy given in UP. Now, because UP government has been able to motivate the citizens in using urea alternatives, UP government is able to run various awareness camps or through whatever, they are able to bring this down, let's say to 30,000 crore. So the government saves how much money? 20,000 crore in just one state, UP. So whatever is the money that is saved by a state in urea subsidy, 50% of that will be given to the state. So 20,000 crore is the money that they have saved of the central government. So what central government will do, it will give 50% of that is 10,000 to UP, and that UP can use for various purposes. Understood? So 50% of the decrease in the subsidy for urea will be given to the state as a reward by the central government. This is called PM Pranam scheme, and it is run by the Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. Now also we are moving towards nano urea now. You know that India's first nano urea plant was set up in Kalol in Gujarat. So government is saying that they will set up 8 nano urea plants more. 8 nano urea plant, very big nano urea plant. They will be able to manufacture 44 crore bottles of nano urea. These 44 crore bottles of nano urea are equal to 195 lakh metric ton of conventional urea, the normal urea. Understood? And if we are able to do it, if we are able to set up these 8 nano urea plants, then we will become Atmanirbhar in urea. So we want to become what? We want to become self-reliant in urea by financial year 2026. So 31st March 2026, these 8 nano urea plants will be commissioned. Is that understood? Now another thing is what you call the sulfur coated urea. So sulfur coated urea, there is a name given to it called urea gold. Sulfur coated urea will be brought. This will address sulfur deficiency in the soil, and it will also reduce urea usage because sulfur coated urea has a better absorption than conventional urea. Sulfur coated urea or urea gold, what is its nitrogen absorption efficiency? It is 78%. 78% is the nitrogen absorption efficiency of urea gold. For conventional urea, the normal urea that we are using, it is just 30%. So we will need less of urea if we use sulfur coated or urea gold. Another important thing, you know about the Govardhan scheme, right? You know very well about the Govardhan scheme. So in the Govardhan scheme, what are we trying to do? In Govardhan scheme, we are trying to build various biogas plants, right? Or you can say compressed biogas plants. That is what we are trying to set up. What is our target? We will set up 300 community or cluster based plants, and we will set up 200 compressed biogas plants. I repeat, 300 cluster or community based plants and 200 compressed biogas plants. So total we will set up 500 waste to wealth plants. These are what we call waste to wealth plant. This is our target under Govardhan scheme. Let me repeat, 500 waste to wealth plants we will set up. Out of that, 300 will be community or cluster based plants, cluster based biogas plant, and 200 will be compressed biogas plant. Is that understood? This is the Govardhan scheme. So what the government is saying, they have started the market development assistance scheme. Market development assistance scheme. They will provide 1500 rupees per metric ton to support marketing of organic fertilizers. Organic fertilizers, which is produced as a byproduct from the biogas or the compressed biogas plant set up under Govardhan scheme. Whatever is the organic fertilizer that we prepare, because what happens is biogas is prepared from the cow dung, but after preparation of biogas, whatever the cow dung is remaining, we use it for making organic fertilizer. Now organic fertilizer is produced as a byproduct of the Govardhan plants, and government will spend 1500 rupees per metric ton on marketing of organic fertilizers, and total they will spend how much money in market development assistance scheme? Total how much money? 1451.84 crore. 1451.84 crore. This is the money that has been approved for market development assistance scheme for promoting organic fertilizers from Govardhan plants. Is that understood? And Govardhan scheme is under which ministry? Any idea about it? Govardhan scheme is run by the Ministry of Jal Shakti. Govardhan scheme is run by the Ministry of Jal Shakti. Is that clear? So these are all the things about urea. A lot of decisions have been taken, and we want to become self-reliant in urea by financial year 2026. Understood? 2026. So 8 nano urea plants will be set up in India. I have told you about sulfur gold. I have told you about the PM Pranam, the total urea subsidy. All of these questions can come. All of these questions are very important. Recently, T.S. Singhdev has been appointed as the Deputy Chief Minister of which state? He has been appointed as the Deputy Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh. He is Bhupesh Baghel, the Chief Minister, and T.S. Singhdev will now be the Deputy Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh. Narendra Modi ji has inaugurated the 17th Indian Cooperative Congress 2023 in which city? Indian Cooperative Congress was held in Pragati Maidan in New Delhi, and the theme was Amrit Kal, Prosperity through Cooperation for a Vibrant India. Amrit Kal is from 2022 to 2047. This 25-year period is called Amrit Kal. Is that understood? And this Indian Cooperative Congress, even though it was inaugurated by Pradhan Mantri Modi, but it was chaired by the chairman of this Congress was the Cooperation Minister Amit Shah. He is also the Home Minister of India. Is that understood? So we have something known as National Cooperative Union of India. National Cooperative Union of India. And National Cooperative Union of India organized Indian Cooperative Congress. Let me tell you, National Cooperative Union of India was set up in 1929 and it is the apex or the highest organization which represents the cooperative movement in India. Now, we also had a 3-day international conference on green hydrogen that was also held in New Delhi. Right? So that was also held in New Delhi. And these are some of the targets of National Green Hydrogen Mission. The most important, of course, is we want to have 5 million metric ton of green hydrogen annual production by 2030. 5 million metric ton or 50 lakh metric ton of green hydrogen annual production capacity we want to achieve by 2030. So this conference was organized by the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy in partnership with the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Also, CSIR and Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor, they also lent their hand in organizing this conference. Which of the following state government has launched One Tap, One Tree campaign? It was launched by the Uttar Pradesh government. So, what is the purpose of this? You know that there is a Jal Jeevan Mission. What is the target of Jal Jeevan Mission? We want to have Har Ghar Jal or piped water to every house by 2024 in the rural areas. So now what the government of UP will do is that every house that has a tap water connection will also get one sapling so that the people can plant tree outside their home. So saplings will be planted outside the homes of those people who have got the tap water connection. Is that understood? So this is the Har Ghar Jal scheme, and One Tap One Tree is a campaign by UP. The Ministry of Culture, they have signed MOU with which of the following banks for the disbursal of financial assistance to veteran artists under the Financial Assistance for Veteran Artists scheme. So there is a scheme which is called Financial Assistance for Veteran Artists. This is a scheme which is run by the Ministry of Culture, right? So what do they do in this? They provide 6,000 rupees per month to artists and scholars who are more than 60 years of age and who have contributed significantly in the field of art, music, etc. But because of the old age, they are not able to take care of themselves. So this money will be dispersed through Canara Bank. So this is a MOU between Ministry of Culture and Canara Bank. Canara Bank will help in the implementation of Financial Assistance for Veteran Artists scheme. India's first ever comprehensive list of critical minerals has been released. It has identified how many critical minerals for India. Critical minerals are those minerals which are required, which are absolutely essential for various sectors like defense sector, agriculture sector, energy sector, pharmaceutical, telecom sector. Indian government has identified 30 critical minerals. The list is given here. You need not remember the 30 names, but just take a look. So these are those minerals which form part of multiple strategic value chains, and India has to make sure that there is no shortage of these minerals in India. So identification of these minerals was done by an expert committee that was constituted by the Ministry of Mines last November. Last November. Is that understood? So Ministry of Mines will also set up a Center of Excellence for Critical Minerals. Center of Excellence for Critical Minerals, right? And this list will be periodically revised by the central government, the Ministry of Mines. So this is something that we need to understand. And India is trying its best to be secure in terms of critical minerals. So to give you one example, the US, they have made an organization known as Mineral Security Partnership. Mineral Security Partnership. And India has joined Mineral Security Partnership. It is a group of 14 countries. The Mineral Security Partnership is a group of 14 countries. And what do they want to do? They want to help each other in rare earth minerals, critical minerals, so that there is no shortage anywhere. Understood? Mineral Security Partnership. India is now a member. India has joined the Mineral Security Partnership. It is a US-led alliance of 14 developed countries. In fact, India is the only developing country in this. It is a US-led alliance of 14 developed countries. India is the only developing country to become a part of the MSP or Mineral Security Partnership. It is a very, very elite group, and they all make sure that there is no shortage. Who among the following has been awarded the Point of Light honor by the UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak? He is from the Conservative Party. So Rajinder Singh Dutt, he is one of the last surviving Sikh soldiers who fought in the Second World War on behalf of the British. So he was given this award, and the official residence of Rishi Sunak is known as 10 Downing Street. This is the official residence of Rishi Sunak. The India Pavilion was inaugurated at the World Mining Congress recently. It was held where? In which country? World Mining Congress was organized in Australia, in the city of Brisbane. Brisbane city will also host the 2032 Summer Olympics. So, Coal Secretary Amrit Lal Meena, he inaugurated the India Pavilion at the World Mining Congress. Understood? So, Coal India Limited, NMDC, NLC India Limited, they are all representing India in this important conference. It is about mining and energy sector. Who among the following Indian American has been named in 2023 list of Great Immigrants that was published by the Carnegie Corporation of New York? The answer is Ajay Banga. You can see Ajay Banga. He is the president of the World Bank right now. He is the former CEO of MasterCard. Who among the following has been appointed as Special Director in the CBI? Special Director. The answer is Ajay Bhatnagar. And who is the Director of the CBI? Director is Praveen Sood. Praveen Sood right now is the Director of the CBI. Now CBI was founded in 1963 and CBI is headquartered in Delhi, and CBI works under the Ministry of Pension, Public Grievances and Personnel. United Nations Secretary General has removed which country from the 2023 report on children and armed conflict? From the 2023 report on children and armed conflict, so India has been removed from this list because Indian government has taken a lot of steps to protect the children in the armed areas. India was accused of recruiting and using boys in the armed groups in Jammu Kashmir. A lot of violations against children were confirmed in Jammu Kashmir by United Nations in 2022. But now, because India has taken a lot of steps to protect the children in Jammu Kashmir, India has been removed from this report on children and armed conflict by Antonio Guterres. Which of the following organization has launched the 5G and Beyond Hackathon 2023? Which organization? The answer is Department of Telecom, the Government of India. Department of Telecom works under which ministry? The Ministry of Communications. And BSNL will get a cash infusion of 89,000 crore by the Government of India. 89,000 crore is like a bailout package, third bailout package for BSNL. 5G stands for fifth generation. Here G stands for generation. 64th Global Environment Facility Council meeting was held in which country? 64th Global Environment Facility Council meeting was held in Brazil. It was held in Brazil, and what was decided? In Global Environment Facility 64th meeting, it was decided to have a $1.4 billion package to fight the climate change, biodiversity loss and pollution. So $1.4 billion package was announced. This package will be given to 136 countries in different ratios. Understood? Most of the money will be received by Latin America and the Caribbean region because they are highly vulnerable to climate change, right? For example, there are a lot of Caribbean countries which are in the ocean. They are surrounded on all the four sides by the ocean. So any climate change can increase the ocean water level because of the melting of the polar ice, and it can lead to existential crisis for these countries. Is that understood? So Global Environment Facility annual meeting happened here. Very, very important. And Global Environment Facility was set up during the 1992 Rio de Janeiro conference. It is headquartered in Washington, D.C. It is a multi-stakeholder partnership to tackle various climate issues. And let me tell you that The Global Environment Facility, they will have their annual assembly meeting. Where? In Vancouver in Canada. Global Environment Facility will have their upcoming assembly. This will be the 7th assembly or COP7, Conference of Parties of Global Environment Facility. So it will be in Vancouver. Vancouver is in British Columbia in Canada. It will take place in August 2023. Union Cabinet has approved the ratification of the headquarter agreement between India and the CDRI. CDRI headquarter will be where? CDRI is Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, and its headquarter will be in New Delhi. Its headquarter will be in New Delhi. So CDRI will get a financial support of 480 crore for a period of 5 years by the government of India. So from 2019-20 to 2023-24, for 5 years, 480 crore is the money that will be spent or contributed by the government of India towards CDRI. CDRI is a partnership of various countries, various agencies, various NGOs. There are a lot of stakeholders. CDRI was launched in 2019 in New York by Pradhan Mantri Modi, but this organization will be headquartered in New Delhi. So it is a very big opportunity for India because only International Solar Alliance and CDRI, these are the only two multilateral institutions whose headquarter is in India. Which state government has launched Jagananna Amma Vodi scheme? Amma Vodi means mother's lap. This is a scheme by the government of Andhra Pradesh. So this scheme has started for the 4th year in a row in Andhra. It was launched from Parvatipuram Manyam district of Andhra. What is Amma Vodi? So Amma Vodi basically is that the eligible mothers, they get 15,000 rupees annually into their bank account so that they can take care of the educational expenses. So eligible mothers who send their children to school get 15,000 rupees financial assistance by the government of Andhra. Understood? They have to send their wards or children to the school from class 1 to class 12. So 15,000 rupees is given. And there are other schemes also like Jagananna Vidya Devanna, where fee reimbursement is there. The books and all, their school uniform, all that is reimbursed by the government. So Jagananna Vidya Devanna is also running. International Asteroid Day is celebrated when? It is celebrated on 30th of June. Why 30th of June? And this day was first celebrated in 2017 because in 1908 on 30th of June something happened. There was an asteroid that hit Russia. Where in Russia? Siberia. Where in Siberia? There is a place called Tunguska. This is a very famous place. Tunguska. So Tunguska impact happened. There was an asteroid that luckily nobody lives here. It is an uninhabited place. So Tunguska event, we call it. Tunguska event in Siberia, Russia remains the largest recorded asteroid impact in the history of the Earth. Understood? And there are, like NASA says that there are more than 15,000 asteroids which are very near to Earth and they can strike, So that is why we celebrate it on 30th of June, International Asteroid Day. That was the first video of the month. I'll see you in the 2nd of July video. Thank you for watching StudyIQ.